Fun fact, I got my cereal at Ida House, and if anybody ever go over to Ida House, y'all bet that took my tricks. So when was my birthday, Dallas? When was my birthday? Everybody just go. What you say ever me for? Ooh, it's about to go down. What's going on, guys? It's your girl Spencer DT on Spencer, and today, y'all, it's the story time. What's going on, DT on Nation? It's your girl DT on Spencer. Luke, shut up. So today, guys, I am going to be telling y'all the story time about what happened between Miss Ida and Miss Dallas, y'all. Now, mind you, I was there for the whole entire thing, so this is like my very unbiased, truthful opinion on everything that happened, the whole situation in general. Like, I'm finna just tell y'all what it is and what it ain't, and I'm just gonna, keep it $1.50 like I always do. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, y'all, so I went over to Ida's house for spring break. I pretty much spent my whole spring break at Ida's house, for those who do not know. And yeah, Ida, my girl, Dallas. I met Dallas, to be honest, I don't remember where I first met Dallas at. Yes, I do. I first met Dallas when I went to, I don't even know who house he was at, but I went there to go see my girl Ori. Y'all know I love me some Ori. So that was my first time meeting her and all that good stuff. We chopped it up. We had a good conversation. And she had showed me like some of her bike videos and stuff. I was like, okay. You can twirl for sure. And all that good stuff. Boom. So this was like maybe like January or something like that. I don't know. It was towards the beginning of the year for sure though. So Ida's birthday came up. I went to Ida Airbnb. I seen Dallas again. Everything was cool. Everything was calm. When I was at Ida Airbnb, I didn't see anything. Like, I wasn't there for that part when the kiss was supposed to happen. I wasn't even there for that. So let's just go ahead and get into when I got to Ida house. So I get over to Ida's house, and the first night, we had made the YouTube video, everything was cool. So we wake up the next morning, and Ida like, Jano making these TikToks, just show me the TikToks and stuff like that. So I'm just like, dang. So, Ida making her TikToks, trying to be funny. Like, they just been going back and forth all morning. Okay, so mind you, I had just took my wig off. I'm like, Dad, you gonna do my hair? She like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this wig off. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm like, babe, I'm gonna get my hair done. Life is great. You feel me? Jano made this TikTok, and it was like, what it said, I'm gonna put it on, I'm probably gonna put it on the screen, like right here. Talking about the two girls that's in her house right now. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, whoa, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Because, like, Jano, like, that's like my twin. Like, every time I see him, I be like, twin, you be like, twin, and stuff like that. Cool. So I'm like, okay, well, old boy ain't talking about me, so who is he talking about? But as time went by, like, he just kept making TikToks. So, and we both trying to figure out, like, who you talking about. So I guess I just showed Dallas that TikTok, but ain't nothing happened. So Jano ended up making the other TikTok. I'm gonna also put that one right here too. He made the other TikTok, and it's like, if only she knew what happened on her birthday. So she showed me the TikTok, and I was just like, dang, girl, what happened on your birthday? So then she goes in the other room to go show Dallas the TikTok, right? Now, I'm finna go to the beauty supply store. The Uber texts me like, I'm outside. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm finna go to the beauty supply store. And I'm getting ready to go get Dallas. Like, come on, Dallas, let's go to the beauty supply store because I wanted her to come with me. She said she was gonna come with me. So I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, I'm grabbing my blanket. I'm getting ready to walk out Ida bedroom door. And Ida like come in there, and it's like, everybody just go. I'm like, everybody just go. What you say ever me for? Like, so I'm just sitting here looking at her like, what? Like, I'm confused. Like, what's going on? Dallas come in the room, and she just like kind of just sitting there. So I'm just looking, Ida's like, so when was my birthday, Dallas? when was my birthday? Dallas like, February. So what month is it, Dallas? What month is it? Dallas like, April. So I was like, so why would you wait that long to tell me? It doesn't make sense. So I just start going off on Dallas. She like, yeah, and everybody was trying to tell me about you and da da da. I'm like, so in my head, I did not know that Dallas kissed J-Lo. I'm thinking they done got down to the nitty gritty. So I'm like, ooh, it's about to go down. So then that's when they just keep talking about it. Dallas looking at me like, Spencer, can you please let us talk? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just trying to grab a blanket. I'm gonna go to the beach with my boy. Ida come out and it's like, nah, Spencer, don't go, because if you go, I might end up killing her. I'm like, oh, man. The Uber outside, I'm like, boy, this is finna leave me. So I'm texting the Uber like, okay, just hold on a second. I'm finna come out. Woo. So at this point, I'm just kind of sitting there because it's like real awkward. Like, it's like an awkward conversation to have, like, you know? So I just like, bro, please go. Like, just leave. Like, you need to leave. Just go. Dallas like, but I love you. I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you, but it was your birthday. Yada, yada, yada. They just arguing. And you could really see, like, the hurt in Ida's eyes. Like, it was hurt there. Like, I would be hurt too, though. So I'm like, oh, man, like, it's about to go down. Like, that's how I'm thinking, right? So I was like, please just leave. I'm trying not to hit you. You just need to go. You need to leave. Like, she getting mad at this one. She like, just, bro, please just go. So I don't know how they end up getting back in the room. I think Ida walked in the room first, like, to try to get away from Dallas, because Dallas wasn't leaving. Because Dallas, you know, was trying to talk it out, and I didn't want to talk it out. So I feel like she was just trying to, like, walk away from her before she ended up, you know, doing something with Boo. So she ended up going in the room, and Dallas goes in the room behind her and closes the door. And I'm sitting in the kitchen. And guess what, y'all? My phone died. So I'm sitting here with the damn phone, like, dang, I don't want to go in there. They kind of going at it. So I walk in there. I'm like, get my charger. I get my charger. I come back out the room and I charge my phone. Wait for my phone to turn on. Just kind of sitting there, you know, being nosy, listening. I didn't get up, come out the room, and she goes locks herself in the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. And then Dallas ends up coming out of the room like 2 minutes later, and it's just right there, and just like, well, he was just trying to talk to Ida for me. That I'm like, okay, well, what happened? Like, what are y'all even talking about? And that's when she told me like the same thing. He kissed her. He didn't want to tell her because it was her birthday and yada yada yada. Okay, so this is my opinion thus far, and everything that was just now going on. Like, this is my opinion. Dallas, like, I get where you were coming from, because on one hand, it's like, dang, like, this just happened on my friend's birthday. I don't know when to tell her. Like, how am I supposed to tell her? Like, when do I tell her? How do I start this conversation? What if I lose my friend? I love my friend. Like, she probably never gonna talk to me again. You was probably scared. But on the other hand, it's like, I get, you know, that's kind of hard to tell your friend. But at the same time, like, you waited entirely too long. And then on top of you waiting too long, like, you was around Ida and J-Lo at the same time. So with that being said, like, you didn't forget, you know, you're with them, you're seeing them. Every time you see him, you probably think back on that memory. Because if I know that it's something that deep down that I never told my friend, not even me telling my friend something, but if I know something like deep down about this person, don't nobody know, every time I see them, that's gonna cross my mind. Like, that's gonna come up in my brain. So I feel like at this point, since you waited so long to tell Ida, you kind of got to play the card that you dealt. Like, it just is what it is. And, you know, you did something wrong. Okay, we're all human. You made a mistake regardless. That's cool, but at the same time, you can't tell nobody how to react. Like, if Ida don't want to be your friend no more, then that you just got to play the card that you dealt. Like, if she forgive you, she forgive you. If she don't forgive you, she don't forgive you. Like, that's just what it is. You can't tell nobody how to react to something that you did. You can't tell nobody how to react to wrong that you caused. Like, however they react is however they react at the end of the day. And yeah, so that's my opinion on the initial situation that first happened when Dallas first told Ida, right? Okay, cool. So let's get into the next one. So after I ended up talking to Dallas, and she was just, saying that she loved Ida and she wasn't trying to hurt her and stuff like that, da da da. Her Uber or however she got home, she ended up leaving. So she leaves. Everything's cool. The rest of the day goes by. They was on live and stuff like that. Ida, Messy Mod, Jano, and Dallas all was on live. Whatever was said on live was said on live. I was there, but I wasn't there. Like, you get what I'm saying? So if y'all want to hear that part, like what happened on live and, the real nitty gritty to the other parts, then go tune into my girl Ida video. But I'm just here to tell you what I experienced, my opinion on the whole situation, and yeah. So fast forward, all day long, I'd been, on live, talking on the phone, walking out the room and stuff, because there was other people at the house as well. So with that being said, she don't want everybody in her business, so she was walking out the room, or she'll tell me to come here, and I'll come out there with her for a little bit, and then I'll go back with everybody else to see what they're doing. I was just kind of flowing around. So at this particular time, it had to be like 12 or 1 in the morning, like around that time, and we're sitting down watching TV. I got Ida watching Power, so we're binge watching Power, and all I see is Ida get up, she walks out and comes back in and was like, oh, it was a man at the door, da da da. Or she was like, oh, it's a man at the door, something like that. And she gets up and she walks out the room, she comes back and she sits down. So she doesn't say anything about the man or nothing. So she just sits back down. So I'm thinking it's like one of them times where you think somebody at the door, you go to the door, don't be nobody there, like you dead for real, just be hearing things. I'm thinking it's one of them. So she come back and sit down. We still watching TV. She gets up again like a minute or two later. And mind you, in Ida's bedroom, you cannot hear nothing. Like, I do not know how Ida be hearing people knock at the door, because I did not hear nobody knock at the door. Like, the first time she said somebody was knocking at the door, I heard nobody. Like, I heard nobody knock at the door. So I'm just thinking, ain't nobody there. So I guess she hears somebody knock again and she gets up. But in my mind, I'm just seeing her get up and she going out the room. I'm thinking she talking on the phone, because mind you, I just told y'all, like, she been getting out the room talking on the phone all day long. So I'm thinking it's one of them. So I'm just sitting there watching Power, into the show. One of the people that's there is like, I done got a dog or something, because who she out there talking to? And I was like, I think she just out there on the phone. Like, I wasn't thinking no mind. Like, I wasn't paying no mind to what was going on, because I'm thinking she's out there on the phone. So once they said like who she out there talking to, I'm like listening, like, cause when you listen, you hear different things. Like, if you're not listening for something, if it's not loud enough, you're not gonna hear it. So I'm listening. I do hear her talking, and I'm like, yeah, I just think she out there on the phone. So like 2 minutes go by. Ida come back in the room with the wig and the cap, like, oh yeah, Ida just pulled up and I just beat her up. She thought she was doing something, da da da. Yes. Just because you thought you did something, dumb asshole, dumb as fuck. You're dumb. You're dumbass, bitch. Get the fuck down. Y'all, I was speechless. I had nothing to say. Like, I'm sitting here like, what? She like, yeah, I just put up da da da. I'm like, so why didn't you tell nobody? Like, you didn't think to tell nobody? She like, bruh, she snuck me. She snuck me. Da da da. I'm like, well, I didn't should be like, Spencer. She be like, Spencer. A song. God dang. So I was like, like, nah, I just had to beat her up. I was like, okay, cool. So she showed me the video that she took, because this was before we seen the fight video. So she showed me the video that she took on her phone. It was like, cause you thought she was doing something, da-da-da-da. I'm probably gonna put that here too, but in my mind, when she was like telling her like she thought she did something, it made me think that Ida got beat up. So in my head, I'm like, bro, please don't let this video come back and it's not looking good. So like, because the way that she was recording was like, yeah, you thought you did something, like, you know, saying that she thought she did something. Like, I'm just I was like, please don't tell my friend like a lost fight. I don't know how they end up getting the video, or how we end up getting the video, or whatever the case was. We got the video. I'm like, hey, Ida, get it. I'm like, okay, because my girl did what she had to do. Like, Ida is funny. Like, she is a funny girl. She over here telling me something. Yeah, you dumbass. I'm at it. It was crazy, you know. It was like, whoa. Oh, that was crazy. Now, we're going to pause and I'm going to say my opinions again, because I just want my opinion. I'm going to get my opinion. I'm going to say my opinion. My opinion on everything that just happened, it's like, okay, Dallas, you kissed Jano, or Jano kissed you, however it went down, right? Why, like, what possessed you? And I really want to know this. What possessed you to want to come back and fight her? I understand that you said that you felt disrespected, but like, I don't understand, like, because on one hand, we were sitting in the kitchen and you was telling me how this was your friend, you love her, and you hope one day she can forgive you and stuff like that. She got you effed up and you want to pull up and fight her. Like, I just don't understand how you go from this to that, because me and you one-on-one had a whole conversation about how you wanted me to talk to her. So I just don't understand why you felt like coming to fight her was gonna make the situation better. Like, I don't really know. I don't know what's going through your mind, so I can't really speak on that. I said my opinion about Dallas pushing, but I also told Ida, like, one-on-one, like, listen, like, okay, we just found out, Jano kissed Dallas. Now, if it's F Dallas, it gotta be F Jano. And she was like, yeah, it's F both of them. I was like, okay, because you can't not forgive the girl, but do forgive the boy, if you see what I'm saying. Even though, to a certain point, your friend should definitely have more loyalty to you than a boy ever will. But at the same time, like, you can't forget a boy and then don't forget a girl. So, and she was like, nah, it's forget both of them. Like, this whole situation is just lame. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you on that. Like, I'm supporting you. I'm with you, girl. You my girl for life. Just don't touch my trick cereal, because I don't play with my tricks. Fun fact, I got my cereal at Ida house, and if anybody ever go over to Ida house, y'all better not touch my tricks. Do not touch my tricks. That is my cereal that my wife bought for me. Nobody else. So do not touch my tricks cereal. That's my opinions now. It's like, dang, like, this girl really just pulled up. Like, that was crazy. So, boom, they get done fighting, the video starts coming out and all that good stuff. So, we laying down, we chilling again, because it was just kind of like, yeah. So, I guess they was on live, or Ida was on the phone or something, but I'm sitting here halfway asleep. Ida bust in the room like, Spencer, get up. They pulling back up, and she with her sister, and da-da-da-da. So we get up, I'm like, guys, we gotta change my shirt. So we sitting in the room, we just waiting, and when I tell you, we hear a on the door, Ida hopped up. Before I even heard a knock on the door, boy, Ida was up. It's halfway to the front door. I'm like, dang, Ida ears. When I tell you, this girl ears is great, because I do not be hearing it. Like, I don't know, maybe she just used to the way her house sounds or something, but I do not be hearing it. We open the door, and it's the campus security. It's the housing security, and they're like, hey, what happened? Woo, da da da. They was just like, next time something happen, you call me. We was like, okay, we gonna call you for sure. So we sit back down, you know, time goes by and I just kind of fall asleep. So I guess they never end up pulling up. Cause I don't know. I don't know why they end up pulling up. I don't know if they ever was pulling up. I don't really know if it was like hearsay or what. Some about the girls talking on live and all that. That is my version of what happened between Ida and Dallas. And all of my unwanted opinion that I still was gonna put out there because I wanted to. So yeah, so that's my opinion on everything. My last final words I gotta say on the whole situation overall is that was crazy. That was a very crazy turn of events, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Y'all probably got questions like, is me and Dallas cool? Me and Dallas never really talked that much to begin with. Never like super close friends and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't have no problem with her. She's just somebody I know. I know her, she know me, like, type of thing. It's like a hand by. But, I feel like the lesson to learn out of this whole situation is that you have to play the card that you're dealt. I was watching a live and she was like, yeah, I would forgive her every time tables was turned. Well, I mean, everybody's not as forgiving. Like, you know, some people hold grudges and stuff like that, and maybe people just need time. Like, I really feel like by pulling back up, by fighting her, by making it like that, you ruined any chances you ever had of Ida forgiving you. Like, Ida's a sweetheart. Like, she really is a sweetheart. Like, maybe months in the future, once all the situation was behind her, like, y'all could have, you know, been cordial. But by you making it really worse than it was, like, that whole thing out the window. And at the end of the day, like you said, you love her. Well, if that was true, you love her all this time. The third, now you're dealing with losing a friend and all the things that come with that at the end of the day, which I kind of feel like you made it bad on yourself. But that's my uncut opinion on everything. Ida, you my girl. You did what you had to do at the end of the day. You a strong girl. Check the weather. It's hot outside. We living it up this summer. And I'll be at your house and don't touch my tricks. So that's my version of everything that happened. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Any more videos that y'all want to see from me, put them in the description. I got some more videos, some more content coming really soon. I'm gonna try to stay active this time, for real. I know I've been lacking, but yeah, we're gonna work on that. So I'm gonna see you guys later. I love you, DTO Nation.